What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. Today I'm gonna be reviewing the newest horror movie, or is it even a horror movie? Well, I'm gonna call it that. And this movie is Get Out. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong movie. The movie's called Get Out, and it's written and directed by Jordan Peele, and it stars Daniel Kaluuya, Allison Williams, Catherine Keener, and Bradley Whitford. This review is definitely spoiler free because, oh man, some stuff happens in this movie. Trust me. So the plot to Get Out is about this guy, Daniel Kaluuya, and he's dating this girl, Allison Williams, and they're in that phase in their relationship where the guy is meeting the girl's parents for the first time. They do not know that her boyfriend is black, which is kind of strange. And so he goes to his girlfriend's house thinking her parents are pretty cool and nice, like everything's nice and fun and perfect, but then he starts to realize some things and he starts thinking to himself, I don't know if this is the perfect place to be in, and ends up being a crazy twisted horror movie. I was a little worried going into this movie because I didn't know what I was going to get myself into. I saw the trailer for it and I was really confused. I did not know what the hell was going on in that trailer until I found out that it was directed by Jordan Peele. This guy is part of Key and Peele. He was also with him in Keanu last year, which was really underrated. And I wanted to see what Jordan Peele can do directing a horror movie. And man, guys, was I impressed by Jordan Peele's work. I love Get Out. It totally surprised me. It was a lot better than I was expecting it to be. Something completely different in the horror genre. And let's get straight into the positives because there is so much to talk about. The performances in this movie were very good, especially from Daniel Kaluuya. He was fantastic in this movie. I loved his character. He was smart, charismatic. He wasn't an idiot. And he gave such a breakthrough performance, and I hope it lands him more roles moving forward. I was rooting for him every step of the way. He made the right decisions. Again, he wasn't stupid, and it was cool to see him make those decisions because you can easily root for him, and that's what I love about his character. And I also liked his girlfriend, played by Allison Williams. She's really hot, by the way, but she was fantastic too in this movie, and I loved her sense of humor, her personality, her chemistry with Daniel Kaluuya. It was pretty sweet at times, but something's up with her character, man. Oh, man. And not just those two stars. Another performance that I did not expect to be good were the two parents, played by Catherine Weiner and Bradley Whitford. These two were great also, especially Bradley Whitford as the father. You can definitely tell he has that, I don't know what's up with you, man. You're strange, and I can already tell from that from first sight, and you can easily tell something's up with this family. Another performance that I can't leave out was the friend, Lil Ray Howery. This dude was so funny, so hilarious. He was the comedy bit in the movie. I laughed at every scene that he was in. He stole his chance to shine. And that's good to see because this movie is mostly horror driven and suspenseful, and it was good to see some humor in it. The thing that surprised me the most with this movie was the story. It's so original. I haven't seen anything like this before. This guy is meeting her family. They have some suspicions about him because he's African American. And also there's a ton of racial stereotypical jokes in this movie. And it's so interesting. I must talk about Jordan Peele's direction. He did such a great job with this movie. I can tell he's a huge fan of horror, and he created something new with it. He didn't do something we see normally today. And I love what he had in mind for what he wanted this movie to be like. There is also some very good twists in this movie towards the third act, which leads into such a great ending, which I thought that satisfied me. That was so good. So good. But I don't think this movie's perfect. There were some problems I had with it. And let's get straight into the negatives. I thought the pacing dragged on a lot, especially in the second act. I thought that it was kind of boring. After the fun, intense scenes, there's just a bunch of dialogue and it's a little iffy. And I felt like they could have jumped right into a very intense scene. Yes, I could see what Jordan Peele was trying to go for, trying to flesh out the characters. But what I'm trying to say is, like, after a fun scene, it's not that interesting. The racial and stereotypical humor in this movie gets kind of old after a while. Like, some jokes were funny, but then it keeps repeating on, and it's not funny. It gets kind of old after a while. Finally, the jump scares in this movie are predictable. I didn't find them scary. There's one scene, I predicted it, the sound drowned it out, and then a jump scare happened. I was like, put a little more thought into that. It's not that scary to me. Other than that, guys, I really enjoyed Get Out. It was a lot better than I was expecting it to be. This had great performances and a good new original element into horror movies now. On my rating scale, I'm gonna give Get Out a 4 out of 5 stars. And I think it's safe to say that I'm never gonna look at a cup of tea normally ever again. Alright guys, that was my review for Jordan Peele's Get Out. Have you guys seen this movie yet? Are you gonna go see it? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Thank you guys as always for watching this review. And if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe today for more content. All my social media links are in the description down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!